Missing an open goal because of the snow is bad luck, but there are even worse moments like stepping in gum. Hilarious! This video has the craziest unlucky moments. Number 1. Back in 2014, Liverpool's all like, "We're taking that Premier League trophy, fam." Only 3 games left in the season, and guess who's leading the epic march? Steven Gerrard, the captain everyone's wild about. But hold up, fate's like, plot twist, y'all. It's got some wicked plans up its sleeve. Oh snap, the suspense. Oh, given away, here's Demba Ba. It's 1-on-1. Demba Ba for Chelsea scored. Can you believe it? What a mistake by Steven Gerrard. The man you would never think would make a huge mistake. A poor touch by Gerrard. Then the slip. He's never going to get back. It was a terrible time, and Gerrard's fairy tale title had literally slipped away from him. It's funny. Number 2. Talking about fairy tales, let me take you back to the 2010 Europa League final. Fulham was on this mind-blowing fairy tale spree that had football fans all over like, whoa! They were up against the mighty Atletico Madrid, and let me tell you, it was a nail-biter of cosmic proportions. Diego Forlan, Atletico's talismanic forward, opened the scoring with a goal, but Fulham's Simon Davies then equalized. As the match neared its end, and struck again, but this time his shot deflected off a Fulham player and found the back of the net. It was a crushing blow for Fulham, and they couldn't find a response. Man, they fought tooth and nail, giving it their all, but in the end, it's like that classic line. They tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it didn't even matter. Heartbreak City for Fulham, my friends. Hey, just a minute. I can't believe you haven't subscribed yet. What the hell are you waiting for? Click that button and help us reach 100,000 subscribers. Number 3. In the 2010 World Cup quarter-final showdown between Uruguay and Ghana, Luis Suarez pulled off the most jaw-dropping Luis Suarez move ever in those nail-biting last moments of extra time. So Ghana had this golden opportunity to snatch the winning goal with a last-gasp shot, right? But hold up, Suarez, being the cheeky fella he is, was like, whoa. He literally took matters into his own hands. Seriously, like he blocked that shot with his hands. Can you believe it? It's like he said, "Oh, really?" and pulled off this insane save. Hilarious, amazing, and, well, a bit controversial, but you gotta admit, that was a no-way moment. It couldn't have a more dramatic finish to a World Cup match than this one. People remember Maradona's hand of God. Well, this was a hand of Suarez that kept the ball out. And this man, Asamoah Gyan, has the opportunity to send Ghana into the semifinals of the World Cup. And he hits the bar. Asamoah Gyan of Ghana missed the penalty, and Uruguay won the game in the end. Suarez couldn't help but be happy about what he had done. Most fans and commentators didn't agree on whether it was brave or bad sportsmanship. Suarez probably wasn't too happy about this one. Number 4. During the crazy Champions League semi-finals in the 2009-2010 season, Barcelona went head-to-head with Chelsea. The ultimate showdown, you know. The match was like a roller coaster, back and forth action, and Chelsea, against all odds, held on to a super narrow lead. It was like, whoa, can you believe that? But when Chelsea was just seconds away from winning the second leg, Andres Iniesta did magic. And the Chelsea fans cover their eyes in horror 2 minutes from time. And it's heartbreak at Stamford Bridge. Iniesta hurdles one in. And suddenly, in the minute and a half that remains, Chelsea finds themselves needing another goal. Can you believe it? The goal meant that Barcelona moved on to the next round, which made Chelsea fans very sad. During the game, Chelsea had a few calls for penalties turned down, which made things even more exciting. And of course, who can forget Didier Drogba's frustrated outburst at the end of the game?
And there's the final whistle, and it's Barcelona who are in the final against Manchester United in Rome, and John Terry is absolutely furious. Chelsea are livid at the rejection of their penalty.
Let's go back to 2016, when it seemed like a curse was following Lionel Messi and Argentina. It was hard to believe. Messi missed a crucial penalty in the shootout against Chile in the Copa America final, and Argentina hasn't won a major title in 23 years. Fans felt like they were on an emotional roller coaster, and seeing Messi crying made it even worse. Can you believe it? Shortly after that heartbreaking loss, Messi dropped the biggest bombshell ever by announcing that he was leaving international football, saying that he had given it his all but couldn't take losing 4 times in a row. This was just one more twist in Leo Messi's fairy tale, but at least Messi knew how to lose with grace. Number 6. I ain't throwing shade at everyone, but those Leeds fans, oh man, it's a whole different story. Now it's time for a big flashback to 1975, when Leeds United played Bayern Munich in the European Cup final. They were hoping for a great moment in their glory days, but things went downhill when they were denied a clear penalty and had a goal given to the other team. This led to them losing by 2 goals in the last 20 minutes. Talk about a bummer, right? The Leeds fans were so angry that they destroyed seats and the city to show how they felt. Leeds haven't made it that far in Europe since then, which is too bad. So for their own safety, let's not give them any more final defeats. Number 7. Speaking of safety, back in 2006, it was time for Zinedine Zidane, a total legend of his time, to finally say goodbye. His last game was going to be the World Cup final, so the stage was already set for a great ending. Zidane's Panenka gave France an early lead, which made it even more beautiful, but things took a dramatic turn in extra time. And France lost in the end on penalties, with Materazzi scoring for Italy. His big, bald head wouldn't get the shining ending that he'd hoped for. Number 8. There is perhaps one person who could claim his header to be as iconic as Zidane's headbutt, and that is Sergio Ramos. Back in 2014, Diego Simeone's team, Atletico Madrid, was on a great run. They were about to face their city rivals, Real Madrid, in the final of the Champions League. They had a chance to make history, but Sergio Ramos, who had been a problem for Atletico Madrid for years, ended their hopes in the 93rd minute. Atletico's dreams are soaring high, and Ramos just goes all whoa and crushes them with that last-minute header. Hilariously heart-wrenching, man. That moment is forever etched in football history, no doubt about it.
Modric takes. It's a header from Sergio Ramos! Sensational finish! Sergio Ramos, the hero of the semi-final for Real Madrid, scores a goal in the 93rd minute, which saves their skin in the final. Incredible stuff.
And if that wasn't enough, Atletico's hopes fell apart in extra time, leading to a 4-1 loss. Their quest for European glory kept going, and their fans were left with a bitter taste of what could have been. Number 9. But nothing could have been worse than the sinking feeling this man must have been having. In the 2018 Champions League final, Loris Karius, Liverpool's goalkeeper, had a night he'd rather forget.
The side's gone in! Oh no! Oh my word! Karim Benzema with a goal, and Liverpool can't believe it! What a way to go behind in the Champions League final!
Karius was like totally heartbroken after the game ended, and guess what? It turned out he might have gotten banged up during the match. Crazy, right? Number 10. If you thought the other moments were bad luck, this one has to be the worst. During the 1994 World Cup, Colombia seemed to be a real dark horse. They won their qualifying group and beat Argentina 5-0, which earned them praise from Pelé. But then they were eliminated from the tournament. The hopes of the whole country were on the Colombian team, so they went to the World Cup full of hope. But their dream quickly turned into a nightmare when they crashed out in the first round. This early exit didn't come without consequences, though. When Colombia played the United States, Andre Escobar scored an own goal that helped them lose 2-1. 5 days after they were kicked out of the tournament, Escobar was shot and killed outside a nightclub while sitting in his car. The defender was shot 6 times, and it was later found out that his killers shouted "goal" after each shot, just like the commentators on the live broadcast of the game. Escobar's death was very sad, and more than 120,000 people came to his funeral to pay their respects. If there was one person who had really bad luck, it was Andre Escobar. If you enjoyed reliving these unluckiest moments with us, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel, Rising Kickerz, for more thrilling football content.